Canto 9, Chapter 10 onwards, activities of Lord Rama and the killing of Ravana. So in this we discussed till text number 17, okay, where Lord Ram along with his army he entered in the Lanka, and everybody they entered in the city of Lanka, and they started doing destruction there. The entire city of Lanka appeared like a river disturbed by a herd of everybody entered there. Okay. After entering Lanka, the monkey soldiers, led by chiefs like Sugriva, Neel, and Hanuman, occupied all the sporting houses, granaries, treasuries, palace doorways, city gates, assembly houses, palace frontages, and even the resting houses of the pigeons. When the city's crossroads, platform flags, and golden water pots on its domes were all destroyed, the entire city of Lanka appeared like a river disturbed by a herd of elephants. 18th shloka. Rakshah patistad avalokya nikumbha kumbha dhumraksha durmukh surantak narantakadin पुत्रं प्रहस्तं अतिकाय विकम्पनादीन् सर्वानुगान समो हिनोद अथ कुंभकर्णम. Rakshapatihi, the master of the Rakshasas, Ravan, tat, such disturbances, Avalokya, after seeing Nikumba, Kumbha, Dhumraksha, Dhumraksha, Durmukh, Surantak, Narantak, Adin, all of them together. Putram, his son Indrajit, Prahastam, Atikaya, all of them together. Sarva Anugan, all followers of Ravana. Sama Hinot, ordered to fight with the enemies. Atha, at last Kumbhakarnam, the most important brother. When Ravan, the master of the Rakshasas, saw the disturbances created by the monkey soldiers, he called for Nikumba, Kumbha, Dhumraksha, Durmukha, Surantak, Narantak, and other Rakshasas, and also his son Indrajit. Therefore, he called for Prahasta, Atikaya, Vikampan, and finally Kumbhakarna. Then he induced all his followers to fight against the enemies. Tam yatu dhan pratanam tam yatu dhan pratinam asishula chapa prasrashti shakti sar tomar khadga durgam sugriva lakshmana marutsuta gandhamada nilachpanasadi anvitoga. Tam, all of them, yatu dhan pratanam, the soldiers of the Rakshasas, Asi, by swords, Shula, by lances, Chapa, by bows, Prasha, Rishti, Pras, weapons, and Rishti weapons, Shakti Sara, Shakti arrows, Tomar weapons, Khadaga, by a type of sword, Durgam, all invincible, Sugriv, by the monkey named Sugriv, Lakshmana, by Lord Ramchandra's younger brother, Neel, Angad, Jamvan, and Panas, attacked the soldiers of the Rakshasas, who were fully equipped with various invincible weapons like swords, lances, bows, prasas, rishtis, shakti arrows, khadagas, and tomaras. Teni kapara gupatera vipatya sarve dvandam varutam ibhapatti rathashva yodhai jagnur durmeir giri Gadeshu bhir angadaya Sita bhimarsha hat mangal ravaneshan. Of them Anikpa, the commanders of the soldiers, Raghupate of Lord Sri Ramchandra, Abhipatya, chasing the enemy, survey all of them, Dwandam fights, Gada by clubs, Ishubi by arrows, Angad Adya, all the soldiers of Lord Ramchandra, headed by Angad and others. Sita of Mother Sita, Abhimarsha, the anger Hatha had been condemned, Mangala, whose auspiciousness, Ravana, Ishan, the followers or dependents of Ravana. Angad and the other commanders of the soldiers of Ramchandra faced the elephants, infantry, horses, and chariots of the enemy and hurled against them big trees, mountain, peaks, clubs, and arrows. Thus, the soldiers of Lord Ramchandra killed Ravana's soldiers who had lost all good for arrows. But because the soldiers of Ravana were condemned by the curse of Mother Sita, the monkeys were able to kill them simply by throwing stones and trees. There are two kinds of strength. One is called Daiva and one is called Purushakar. Daiva refers to the strength achieved from the transcendence, and Purushakar refers to the strength achieved organized by one's own intelligence and power. Transcendental power is always superior to the power of the materialist. Depending on the mercy of the Supreme Lord, one must fight one's enemies even though one may not be equipped with modern weapons. Okay, this is very nice. Depending on the mercy of the Supreme Lord, one must fight one's enemies even though one may not be equipped with modern weapons. Therefore, Krishna instructed Arjuna, Mam Anusmar Yuddhacha, think of me and fight. So we should fight our enemies. We should fight our enemy to the best of our ability, but the victory must depend on the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, so there are two kinds of strength, Deva and Purushakar. Deva refers to the strength achieved by the transcendent. Purushakar refers to the strength organized by one's own intelligence and power. Okay, so these two strengths are always there. So some people, they may not have much that kind of activity, but because of Daiva, they will be so powerful. Okay. #21. रक्षः पति स्वबल नष्टिम अवेक्ष रुष्टा आरुह्य यानकम अथाभि ससार रामम स्वः सेन्दने द्युमति मातलिंगोपनीते बिभ्राजमानम अहनम निशितै छुरप्रयी. Rakshapati, the leaders of the Rakshasas Ravan, Swabala Nashtim, the destruction of his own soldiers, Aveksha, after observing Rushta, became very angry. Aru, riding on Yanakam, his beautiful airplane decorated with flowers. Atha, thereafter, Abhisasara proceed toward Ramam, Lord Ramchandra, Swaha, Sendane, in the celestial chariot of Indra, Dyumati, glittering Matalina. By Matali, the chariot driver of Indra, Upanite having been brought, Bibrajamanam, Lord Ramchandra, as a brilliantly illuminating Ahanat, Ravana struck him. Nishitai, very sharp, Churaprai, with arrows. Thereafter, when Ravana, the king of the Rakshasas, observed that his soldiers had been lost, he was extremely angry. Thus he mounted his airplane, which was decorated with flowers, and proceeded toward Lord Ramchandra, who sat on the effulgent chariot brought up by Matali, the chariot driver of Indra. Then Ravana struck Lord Ramchandra with sharp arrows. So actually Lord Ramchandra was not having any chariot. So Indra sent his chariot along with the chariot driver Matali. So he came and he said, my dear Lord, Indra sent personally this chariot for you. So please use this chariot and fight with Ravana. Ramastam aha purushad parishayannaha kanta samaksham asatapa hrita swavat te takta tripasya phalam adya jugupsitasya yachami kal iv kartur alanghya viryaha. Rama, Lord Ramchandra, tam unto him Ravana, said Purush Ada Purisha, you are the stool of the man-eaters Rakshasa, yet because Naha Mai Kanta, wife Ashamaksham, helpless because of my absence, Asata, by you the most sinful, Apahrita, was kidnapped, Swavat, like a dog who takes food from the kitchen in the absence of the proprietor, Te, of you. Tyakta Trapasya, because you are shameless, Phalam Adya, I shall give you the result today. Jugupsitasya, of you the most abominable. Yachami, I shall punish you. Kalha eva, like death. Kartu, of you who are the performer of all sinful activities. Alangya virya, but I, being omnipotent, never fail any in my attempt. Translation. Lord Ramchandra said to Ravana, you are the most abominable of the man-eaters. Indeed, you are like their stew. You resemble a dog, for as a dog steals eatables from the kitchen in the absence of the householder. So in my absence, you kidnapped my wife Sita Devi. So therefore, as Yamraj punishes sinful men, I shall also punish you. You are most abominable, sinful and shameless. Today, therefore, I, whose attempt never fails, shall punish you. Who is saying? Ravana. So you are a fool and will be punished by me today. That's what he is saying. Nacha daivat param balam. Now no one can surpass the strength of the transcendence. Ravana was so sinful and shameless that he did not know what the result would be of kidnapping Mother Sita. The pleasure potency of Ramchandra. So this is the disqualification of the Rakshasas. Okay. Asatyam apratishtam te jagat ahur anishwaram. The Rakshasas were unaware of the Supreme Lord is the ruler of the creation. That thing they don't know. They think that everything has come about by chance or accident and there is no ruler, king or a controller. Therefore, the Rakshasas act independently as they like, going even so far as to kidnap the goddess of fortune. So this policy of Ravana is extremely dangerous for the materialist. Indeed, it brings ruin to the materialistic civilization. Nonetheless, because Athis are Rakshasas, they dare to do things that are not abominable, that are most abominable, and thus they are punished without fail. So religion consists of the order of the Supreme Lord, and one who carries out this order is religious. Dharmami sakshat bhagavad pranidam. One who fails to carry out the Lord's order is irreligious and he is to be punished. Evam chipan dhanushi sandhitam utsasarja banam sabajram ivatad dhridyam vibedha sosrig vaman dashamukhair nyapatad vimana dhaheti jalpati jane shukritiva riktaha. Evam, in this way, Chipam chastising Ravana, Dhanushi on the bow, Sandhitam fixed an arrow, Utsasarja released toward him. Banam, the arrow, Saha, that arrow, Vajram, eva, like a thunderbolt, Ta Indram, Tat in Hridayam, the heart of Ravana. Viveda Piyasa, he Ravana, Asrak, blood, Ravana, Vaman, vomiting the Mukhait through the 10 mouths. Nepatat fell down Vimanat from his airplane. Ha ha, alas, what happened? Iti, thus Jalpati roaring, Jane, when all the people present there. Sukriti eva, like a pious man. Rikta, when the results of his pious activities are finished. So after thus rebuking Ravana, an arrow to his bow, aimed at Ravana, and released the arrow which pierced Ravana's heart like a thunderbolt. Upon seeing this, Ravana's followers raised a tumultuous sound, crying, Alas, alas, what has happened? What has happened? As Ravana, vomiting blood from his 10 mouth, fell from his airplane, just as a pious man falls to earth from the heavenly planets when the results of his pious activities are exhausted. So in Bhagavad Gita 9.2 it is said, Chine punye martloke vishanti. When the results of their pious activities are exhausted, those who have enjoined in the heavenly planets fall again to earth. That's true. So the fruitive activities of this material world are such that whether one acts piously or impiously, one must remain within the material world according to different conditions. For neither pious nor impious actions can relieve one from Maya's clutches of repeated birth and death. Somehow or other, Ravana was raised to an exalted position as the king of a great kingdom with all material opulences. But because of his sinful act of kidnapping Mother Sita, all the results of his past activities were destroyed. If one offends an exalted personality, especially the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one can certainly becomes most abominable, bereft of the results of pious activities. One must fall down like Ravana and other demons. So it is therefore advised that one transcend both pious and impious activities and remain in the pure state of freedom from all designations. Sarvopadi vinirmuktam tatparattvena nirmalam. So when one is fixed in devotional service, he is above the material platform. On the material platform, there are higher and lower positions, but when one is above the material platform, he is always fixed in a spiritual position. Sa gunan samtitaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So Ravana or those like him may be very powerful and opulent in this material world, but theirs is not a secure position, because after all, they are bound by the results of their karma. Karmana daiva netrena. Karmana daiva netrena. Kapil Dev says, we should not forget that we are completely dependent on the laws of nature. Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha ahankara vimunatma kartaham iti manyate. The bewildered spirit soul, under the influence of the three modes of material nature, thinks himself the doer of activities that are actually carried out by nature. Kartaham iti manyate. So one should not be proud of one's exalted position and act like Ravana, thinking oneself independent of material nature's law. Okay, so in this way, Sukadeva Goswami concluded in very short the whole Ramayana. Ravana is killed now. So now the next section is very important and quite so many points will come. That is lamentation of women headed by Mandodari. She speaks very nicely. These ladies speaks very nicely about Ravana. So that is very important thing. Okay, so we will stop here, and this next section we will do tomorrow. This is just a story, simple story is going on. So if you have any question, then you can ask, then we will have more discussion. Otherwise we can stop here, and 9 o'clock we will have Bhagavad Gita class. Okay, for 24 shloka onwards we will do tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Anand Gauri Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. So any question you can ask. Okay, there is some question. Okay,